or maybe not. I don't know what I did. They look like they're in, and they're like in each of the 2 sockets, but I'm not sure. HP continues to recover +1. Sounds like HP regen, which would be awesome. I'd love that. Oh, I think the repeating gun was like 3,000. Yeah, I have a buff on my list. I like this blue kind of ghostly looking thing and an up arrow. The occasional one of my viewers still pops around. Yeah, I've had one of them before. Very rare though. I had someone who was like, they left a message saying that, you know, they loved me and that they needed me to like go to their website where they were gonna show me something weird. And yeah, that was an odd one. They didn't actually leave a link to the website there, but just Wirespot just came along and just deleted that person out of existence, because it's just like, what a weird thing. I've been streaming for like 5 seconds that morning, and then someone declared their love for me. It's like, this is odd. I don't think that's true, and they want me to navigate to an external website. Yeah. Well, you can love me. You've been around for long enough to love me. There you go. That's fair. I'm gonna buy this chess piece. Gotta catch them all, and we can afford the gloves as well. That's definitely a bot. Don't worry, I got you with them. Thank you very much. It's kind of disruptive for me to have to click on the tablet and delete people, and yeah. Oof. You actually bought the extension for Paramount Plus on your Amazon, and you got to watch the newest Scream movie. Wow, I've never heard of Paramount Plus. Isn't it normally Amazon Prime when you get to like watch things on Amazon? I don't know this new one. Is that what they're calling it, like along with the Disney Plus and things? I remember hearing about Disney Plus because that was the way you had to watch the Mandalorian, which was quite popular at one point. Is Scream the one that's like the real horror movie? Or is Scream the one that's the parody horror movie that's like a horror comedy? Because there's 2, and I can never remember which one's like the horror and which one's the horror comedy. It's probably a bad mistake to make at the wrong time. Went to the wrong save point. Oh, Amazon Prime. It's an extension. I see. Amazon Prime is weird and lets you add channels. It's a bit like Now TV/Sky, let you add a family package or movie package. Oh, right. I think I've heard about this a little bit, because in my house back in the day, my mum never wanted to get like satellite or cable or anything like that. She's very much against it. She was like, the 5 TV channels that we get on terrestrial TV are the perfect amount of channels, and there's never going to be anything on any of them. After I moved out, she's all like, oh wow, I love all these extra channels on my Freeview box. And I ended up hearing about these extra channels you can buy because there's like horse racing channels. And my mum's incredibly interested in horse racing. Ouch. So that's how I know you can add like extra package deals to things. Otherwise, I'd never know about it. I didn't bother buying cable here because, you know, I got the internet. Streaming service within your streaming service. Oh, it's streaming inception. Jeez. AMC, Paramount, and you forget the other one. Horse racing is barbaric. Really? Yikes. Not a fan of the, like the riding crop, then I guess. America is different though. They have actual different services. Like they have HBO Max, which Canada doesn't have. Oh man. Sounds like you need the service of a VPN. Cue a VPN advert. I don't think I've ever properly used a VPN. I remember there was something like that. But the main reason I know about them is that like one of John Tron's videos has an advert for VPN, NordVPN, I think, something like that. We have a thing called Crave TV, which has HBO. Ah, right. Yeah, because I guess the ideal thing for any channel is to be in any country, but maybe they just sign different deals with different people rather than do it themselves. Used to work at Corral, like a bookies. But yeah, so many races, horse get injured or die. Oh wow. So my mum isn't in it for the actual like gambling or anything else. She just likes the horses that are called the greys, but they're normally, you know, any shade of like white horse. She just likes the white horses for some reason. I never really asked why. It's got a wooden shield. I didn't think there was going to be shields in this game with the way that there was guns. Huh. Let's try adding. Yeah, a shield. Crude wooden shield used by the masters who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against strength of the beast, as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. Okay, I think it's telling me not to run with a shield. Not that the gun's been very useful so far. Oh, I can't believe that's not a gate. Maybe it is, but just like the levers on the other side. Watched all the new Walking Dead shows and finished it. Now I can unsubscribe until they bring out the season 2 for those. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not too sure about the shield. It's probably terrible. Should look at the stats there. Wow, the one piece of information I need is how much it blocks. I don't see anything written on here about how much it blocks. Well, let's put it on. Oops. Oh no, the block button is on L2 instead of L1. Why would you do this? Can't reverse the block controls after this many Dark Souls games. That's actually illegal. Oh, hold on. Close by device. Do we have the device? It does not look like we have the device. Dang. So I kind of enjoyed a little bit at the beginning of The Walking Dead. And then I've completely fallen out of like the loop after like 100 seasons. And then I saw this like sister show to The Walking Dead that was like called Fear the Walking Dead. And I got kind of into that one. I don't think I finished that one either. I think there was another show about The Walking Dead, but I couldn't find that one. I'd heard about it, but I couldn't see a listing for it anywhere. But yeah, I really liked Fear the Walking Dead and some of the early seasons of the regular The Walking Dead. Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead is interesting how it kind of, you know, it follows that family that are just... all sorts of things happen to them. It's just crazy. It's just a crazy encounter. I think by the time I finished watching, there wasn't many of that family left that you start with at the beginning. I've forgotten his name, but I really like the character that fights with like a cane style walking stick. He's against killing people and stuff. Morgan, who goes between both of the shows. I think Morgan's great. He's really interesting. So many terrible things keep on happening to poor old Morgan there. Last season though, it was good. It just felt forced. Like, oh no, we need material, just make things up. Yeah, I feel like that's how the show Prison Break went. where they just wanted to do more Prison Break, but they didn't have any actual ideas. But gosh, I don't know how many seasons of Fear the Walking Dead I am behind, so I probably don't know what happened in the later episodes. I'll have to pick it back up. I dislike not finishing TV shows. I can't figure out where to go. Like, I feel like I did as much as I could off of this side and that side and the other side, and kind of a little bit of a dead end here. You know what we need? We need the torch back on, and we need to have a real good look. Huh. I really missed this piece of loot. I'll just pebble off with a crow. I'm sure somebody will be watching this on YouTube later on and they'll be screaming at the screen, "It's right there, you idiot! It's right there! Why don't you just see the lever or see the door?" I saw Prison Break up to the point where they kind of all get hired back by some guy. This is like the first episode of the season. And the guy says, "I need you to find the 4 mysterious key cards around the world." And it's just like, what? What does this have to do with breaking out of the prison anymore? And the 4 magical key cards from around the planet? What am I even watching? This is so stupid. And then I didn't watch whatever season that was. I just gave up immediately on episode 1. That was just like the dumbest premise I'd ever heard. Yeah, Game of Thrones. They got these 2 people that are well-known doofuses to do the last season. They're like literal idiots, these 2 directors. And they hired them on to do the last season of Game of Thrones. Why would you do that? They lost their upcoming job to direct one of the Disney Star Wars films because of how poor of a job they did on Game of Thrones. And Disney just went, "Look, we're not having you come and direct this Star Wars film now because everybody hates you. You're so bad." And I just thought that was a great comeuppance for them. But I'd rather, things happen the other way where they didn't do Game of Thrones at the end. Yeah, pretty funny. Is this a loot box? No, just a destroyable. Damn. So this is where the big monster guy was. Fine. Then I don't think I could go up there past him either. It's just a locked door. I'm really struggling with understanding what I'm supposed to do. I guess I could go down into that level where that guy said, "Don't come down here, hunters are not welcome," and I could just barge in there anyway. But other than that, I don't really know. Huh. Vampire Diaries. I haven't watched that. I watched True Blood. Some seasons were okay, but overall, I kind of regret watching it because it wasn't brilliant. It wasn't like high art or anything, for sure. Unless that's that film with the, There's a film where there's like a bunch of guys living in a house that are like some of the different, monsters like Frankenstein, Wolfman, vampires. I think it's mostly a bunch of vampires living in a house. But they're just a bunch of dudes hanging out. It's a weird film. Funny guys. I'm terrible remembering the name of anything, though. Another series called The Originals. I think Heroes was another one that went terribly. They just threw away a whole bunch of the budget on, I don't know, nothing. Cheapened out the rest of the show. Season 1 was great. Heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Yeah. Apparently they just never invested any of the money back into the show, and all that money just went into the producers' pockets, and that was that. That's why on one of the parts, instead of having a great big fight scene, they didn't. They had someone look through the keyhole at this amazing fight scene that was happening on the other side, and they just had like a shot of the actor going, "Whoa, that fight through that keyhole, so good." And there's a bunch of flashes of light and all sorts of things, and it's just like, we need to be able to see that fight. You can't just tell us that the fight is awesome. Show, do not tell.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Yeah, exactly.
I bid you farewell. It may the good blood guide.
Huh. Well, I guess, because I can't really figure this out, we're going to go to the Forbidden Zone where we're told hunters are not welcome. And that'll just be that. Smallsville. I haven't seen Smallsville. I had a friend that was really into it, but I haven't seen it myself. South Park's, like, just nails it all the time, though. Whenever they do anything, it's always just perfect. I'm starting to wonder if that animal really is afraid of the torch sometimes. Right, here we go. Forbidden Zone up ahead. Let us deploy. Maybe if I go this way, he won't yell at me. What the hell? Oh, they might be the little Titanite beetles, but for this game. Okay, what? Where am I? I'm just like, I'm on top of this roof that doesn't go anywhere. Okay, thanks. Now what do I do? Huh. I guess I could try and jump over the side. Oh, here we go. I didn't like that. Gotta be careful on the rooftops, man. Right, I guess we're fighting whatever this is. Hope for the best. Yeah, seems fine. Seems about my level. Maybe that guy who told me not to be down here was just all wrong. A hunter's torch. That sounds interesting. What's the difference between a torch and a hunter's torch? About 25 fire damage? 24. A torch formed by wrapping a piece of pine resin drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Once used in Oldianum, designed to incinerate beasts and victims touched by the scourge. Its fire damage is highly effective against beasts. Okay, cool. Like, I haven't watched the last, I think, 2 South Parks and like a film that they came out with recently. So I don't know who that is that you're talking about. That's why I'm not participating. This looks like a jump off thing. Uh-oh, I might have made a mistake. No? Maybe not. Yeah, I got no idea who that is. I am very uninformed. So there's a ladder over this side. I might just go back up, and then there was a door over here. Let's try the door. Does not open from this side. Okay. Ladder it is. I'm behind on my South Park 2, but we're talking about Smallsville, like the Superman prequel series. Those are Smallville actresses. Oh. Okay. So I still don't know what happened to these people, because I haven't watched that show. Cold Blood Dew. What else we got? Yeah, so I'm back up onto the roof. That's nice. I suppose I'm going the way where that voice was, yelling at me not to step any further forwards. Blood vials, 6 of them. Cool. Ah, he didn't like that torch. Check it out. Very handy. Danger is my middle name. Charge! Just talked about IRL. Smallville was filmed in Vancouver, Canada most of the time, where I'm at. Is it nice in Vancouver? It's not particularly good where I live. I mean, this area is okay, but most of it's kind of awful where I am. Oh, went down a bad path. Uh-oh. Hopefully nothing too bad. But from context, it sounds like it went bad. I think maybe this was where I was supposed to go. I was just a little bit alarmed by somebody yelling across the zone. Don't go over here, it's bad, it's bad. Seems like the area where earlier in the game we were told that the church barred off an area and then burnt the town down, rather than help them. So this could be that. Very freaky statues. They're all chained up. There's all these people, you know, begging and screaming, perhaps. Very disturbing. I think Vancouver is pretty nice, in my opinion. Just don't rent here. Yeah, I rent. Rent is horrible. It takes so much money. I wish I had enough to just buy outright, but there we go. Also, house prices are ridiculous compared to other places in Canada. So it's a very popular area then. I think the same goes for most places. Renting feels like such a scam. True that.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless, half cut with blood, as the best hunters are.
This guy's giving me compliments across the zone now. Look out. Oh, that guy started to curse me, maybe? It was like a status bar. Yeah, I gotta be, you know, very aware of people trying to charm me because, you know, I don't get a lot of praise, so it's nice to hear it sometimes. I gotta be a little bit more suspicious, I suppose. I'll never give in to charm. Okay, I will. Well, you would know what it's all about.
Which is why I must stop you.
Wait, stop me? I'm not going that way then if someone's going to stop me. I'll go this way. That seemed like guns. That's really seemed like guns. Sniper on the roof. Sniper with a machine gun on the roof. Binoculars. Go. I think you could walk while these are out in this game. Oh, he's spinning up. Okay. So this is bad. Can I move cover to cover? Is there enough cover? Maybe. Whoop. Okay. Oh, God. No. No. Huh? I'm alive? What? Okay. Okay, can I make the jump? No, no, it just rolled. You needed more, like, ramp up. Oh, God. What have I done? I've fallen off the planet. It's good?